Right. Hopefully this is working. So, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I want to basically bust some myths. Yes, if you guys are on my email newsletter thing, you guys might have received this email a few days ago, but I wanted to make a video on this and I'm going to adjust my camera just a little bit. Yeah, myth number one. I'm going to start this video right off the bat. I don't care about any intros. If I post after a viral short, it will kill the momentum. So this is one of the concerns a lot of creators have when they approach me and they're saying, hey Afan, I have a video which is doing like 2 million views and I don't want to post a video after that. If the video is bad, it will kill my momentum. No, if you have a viral short, viral meaning that you got more views than you normally do, like 10 times more, and you're now worried that the next video that you post, if it does bad, it will kill the viral video as well. That does not work. And I've done this. Like I'm not saying some fairy tale bullshit. Each video has its own algorithm. If you post one viral video, you post 10 shit videos after that, does not matter. Each video has its own algorithm and it's going to perform well regardless. Eventually the graph will flatten out on the viral video as well, because that's how things are. Nothing goes up consistently, at least for faceless content. If you believe this, complete bullshit. Myth number two. This is one of the most annoying fucking fiction that people have made on YouTube on faceless content. I'm stuck at 300 view jail. I'm stuck at 3k view jail. I'm stuck at 30k view jail. All of this is just bullshit. Have you seen YouTube actually say this? The 300 view jail exists. The 3k view jail exists. That the 30k view jail exists. This is such cope bullshit. People always come up to me, I'm stuck at the 30k view jail. I don't even know what that shit means, by the way. Like, does that mean you cannot get past 30k views? Is that how it is? People literally come up to me and they say that they're stuck at 300 view jail. 300 views, I don't even consider them views. And if you want a more in-depth guide to all of this, or if you want to have any questions or things like that, you can simply join my free community and you can DM me about any concern that you have for free. Myth number three, my channel is dead, it's over. Okay, so this is also another concern that people believe, that if your channel was doing really good before and now it's not doing really well, it's dead, the channel is over. No, my channel, Abundance Wisdom, has seen many downtrends. I don't even know how many, and it consistently just goes up and up and up, right? If you continue, if you make videos that are creative enough, they will push through, right? Sometimes, if you do everything in the world, every strategy in the world, you still don't go wild. That will happen. It's just plain and simple truth. But that doesn't mean your channel is dead, it's over. I've revived channel literally that were 8-9 months old, got them up back. I did so many views for like millions. So it's not dead. Your channel isn't over. A dead channel doesn't exist if you continue posting. Even if you don't post, like how I've said, I revived a channel on which not a single video was posted for 8 to 9 months, and I came back and I revived it again. If you know how content works, especially short form content, you shouldn't give a shit about these things. My channel is dead, it's over. No, it's just a matter of testing and you will get back up again. It's just frustrating. A lot of people literally have like 100k 200k plus channels and they will abandon it just because they think that they won't get the views or anything. It's just stupid. Like, all of these people, like, they sell their channels, literally sell their channels because they're not getting the views, and they think that making a fresh channel will reverse the algorithm and their trash videos will suddenly do better all of a sudden. That it does not work like that. Go to the next myth, ladies and gentlemen. Myth number 4. Copyright doesn't matter for sure. Okay, so this is not exactly a myth. This actually used to be true. Copyright didn't technically matter for shorts, but now, because YouTube is getting stricter and stricter when it comes to faceless content, you do have to understand copyright. When you upload a short, you've probably seen on the upload section where it says copyright or partially blocked or none/shorts policy. You see the restrictions. You see here, restrictions. It says shorts policy. Your shorts visibility is not affected. The copyright protected content doesn't affect your shorts, right? This is the least, like the lowest restriction that you can get. It detected, but YouTube is like, whatever. Now this is where things get interesting. So you see this, it literally says copyright protected content found. People in some countries cannot watch your video, and your earnings also will be shared. This is where I say to people, now that they shouldn't be using music tracks which say this. How you can, by the way, check for copyright music, like if you're like, hey, I want to use this music track, but I don't understand how to go about or like identify what music track has copyright things on it, you can just simply upload a draft version of the video, slap on that music track, and just upload the video as unlisted, and you'll see all of these restrictions. If it has those restrictions, don't upload, change the music track. If it doesn't, if it just says none, right, like here, restrictions, none, you're free to upload, right? That's how it works. And in some cases, very rarely, and especially when your shorts are more than a minute long, they will get copyright strike, and on top of that, they will get blocked completely, so you cannot even publish those videos. Now, my rule of thumb going on forward from now is literally optimize my restrictions so that all of them just say none. Let's go to the next myth. Myth number 5, I need fancy editing skills to go viral. Absolutely not. You just have to make it transformative enough. Transformative enough meaning that the overlays that you use, you know, if you do storytelling through an AI voiceover, but you don't actually use AI, you actually use your voice to convert it into AI so that the C2PA doesn't identify it. By the way, if you don't know what C2PA is, you can pin a comment, comment down below, I'll tell you about it. But basically, if you use AI to mask your voice, you storytell through it, you include a lot of overlays, and your short overall looks like a lot of work has been done on it, you won't be demonetized. Before, people could get away, and I've like obviously told people to do this. I'm not guilty. Like shorts policies just got updated, so I used to tell the people, hey, just make really simple shorts, slap on some captions, you're completely fine. No, you need some editing, and you need some zooms, some transitions, some overlays, some AI voiceovers, so like you're masked, right? Your content, the reused content that you're using, is masked by the editing. If you know how to edit that much, right, zooms, transitions, overlays, sound effects, AI, like these are not fancy editing. Fancy editing comes when you start to get into After Effects, when you start to get into Sapphire or different types of third-party plugins. That's where I consider that fancy editing. But you can literally make a whole short in Premiere to make it transformative enough, and it wouldn't even be called fancy editing, and you're still going to be fine. Myth number 6, niche saturation isn't real. Niche saturation is actually very real. And how in short form content, especially, niche saturation is real, because take like 2-3 years ago, so many people were making like these motivational David Goggins shorts and Jocko Willink and all of these quotes, and getting millions and millions of views. Where are they now, right? People get tired of that shit, literally. Like ranking niches, for example, was super popular, right? And people utilized it to the brim, and it just got boring for people. It just got boring, so people clicked off. Now, let's say that you are in the motivation niche, right? You want to make motivation, which I completely do not recommend. Motivation is one of those like niches which I do not recommend. It's so saturated. You need to understand that you can still go viral in this, right? It's just that you have to be a lot more creative, because motivation, right? What is the general message of the motivation niche? Work hard, discipline is better than motivation, get up and do the work. How many ways can you tell the masses the same message, right? How many times can you do that? People have literally made hundreds of thousands, if not millions of pieces of content saying the same message. So you have to attack it at a different angle, right? Boom, like just do some creative editing, or pick out a really solid gold clip that people haven't ever looked at, or combine clips from different podcast clips, merge them together to turn one message into a very powerful statement. Like that's how you're still gonna conquer the motivation niche. But I don't recommend this for beginners, right? For beginners, they want to see results quick. If you want to see results quick, you don't go for the motivation niche. It's one of the hardest niches to go viral in. I wouldn't even do motivation niche. Why should I bang my head on the wall trying to be as creative as possible when I can find out a niche that has not been this much utilized, and I can, I don't have to bust my ass every single day, and I can comfortably make content that is actually doable again and again. If you make like super creative shorts, you're just gonna get exhausted. I'm not saying you can go viral. You can go viral in this, but how many times per week can you execute like super creative shorts that that will get millions of views? Probably not. Niche saturation is real. And if you want to still go viral in a saturation niche, you just have to attack things in a different angle, right? My short started to go viral in recently, the weight loss transformation, celebrity weight loss transformation to be exact, and Mr. Beast and Beast Games. And this is my niche. The more recognize your niches, such as motivation, the harder it's going to be for you to go viral. If you do like celebrity weight loss, like really specific niches that you have a lot of knowledge. For example, you make shorts on astronomy, you have a lot of knowledge on astronomy, right? You have watched a lot of podcasts, or maybe you like to watch like horror podcasts, right? People who get interviewed who have seen paranormal stuff. A lot of people don't do that. Like I haven't seen people do that. Like that's a creative niche, reusing content that is not this much utilized as compared to motivation. Be creative, man. You guys probably watch so much stuff that is so underrated, and you guys can literally reskin it and turn it into shorts, and you'll get millions of views. Think about that way. I've been watching recently, horror stories podcast, Sam and Kobe. If you guys know who these guys are. I watched the Theo Vaughn podcast episode with them. Like that's how you should do it. I haven't seen a Sam and Kobe short, horror story short. You should do that. See you guys in a bit.